Hello there, dear sister goddess, my fellow divine feminine goddess rising into her power, into her soul mission, twin flame mission. Oh, I can honestly say that I never imagined when I began my empowerment experiences business journey that I would end up guiding fellow twin flame travelers because I didn't believe in the concept of twin flames when I first formed empowerment experiences, as I was led to create it. In fact, I got to get that video. I just reminded myself, I got to get the story of how empowerment experiences was created, how it came to be, the adventures and the beginning of it, and how it's led me to here. I'm even barely just getting my my bio written, and it's a short, which you can say short. It's about 5,000 to 6,000 words long, and those are just kind of a little bit of here and there of what has been my crazy self-love empowerment journey. Whew! Because even before it was that intentional looking for and finding my power, all those experiences that I had, while some may view me as a victim, no, all those experiences that I had were giving me the opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and better. That I have chosen to look back over the experiences along my journey, and instead of seeing them as a victim mentality type of experience, as disempowerment experiences, I have chosen to look over my journey and see it all as empowerment experiences. Because no matter what, no matter how excruciating some things can be, rape, trauma, abuse, arrest, drug addiction, misdiagnosis of bipolar, pumped full of drugs, turned into a zombie, whatever that is, everything is teaching us something. Welcome, dear goddess. My name is Rochelle Richard, and I guide you into and through finding your power in every moment. Because I know if I can, I know for sure you can too. You just got to get out of your own way. And that's how this week started with our theme for Super Signs Sunday being, what is that vision you are creating for yourself? What legacy are you choosing to leave behind? What new earth contribution are you making right now? What are you feeding? What are you giving your focus and your energy and your attention and your energy to? Because that's what's growing. That is what is growing. Ooh, boom. See? Being intentional. This is what being conscious is about. It's being intentional. It's being fully aware. And we even had the awareness card on Sunday for Super Signs Sunday, that awareness factor. Being aware of what you're thinking, what you're saying, what you're doing, how you're being, and actually being conscious and intentional about the words you say, what you think, what you feel, what you believe, what you do. Being intentional. And then behind each of those, coming at it with the intention to have a positive experience in that. You are the catalyst, goddess. You are. The power is inside you to be creating whatever experience you desire to be having. And that's why we're here also, is for this new earth energy, which is intentional creation. We have been operating for millennia off of subconscious creating, right? The victim mentality. Life is happening to me. I have no power over my experience here. Those are lies. I tell you, lies. Lie detector test determined that was a lie. It's one of my favorite lines from after this last year, 2020. It's like, yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. Oh boy, we're in exciting times, because in this new earth energy space, it is about authentic. It's about authenticity, being intentional. Don't just do something for the sake of doing it. Don't just even spew venom at someone just because you have no power over yourself. Be intentional. And that's the thing also, when you are there's a difference between that anger and that assertive. There's aggressive and assertive. You assert your boundaries, you assert your stance on something, but you never be aggressive about it. It's not about attacking someone else's perspective. It is about anchoring into your true intention, your truth, period, your authenticity, period, of who you are, what your contribution is to this experience here. So you've got to get out of your own way. Stop giving a flying fuck what anybody else is going to think, say, or complain about you. I mean, you should watch my video from last week about, what is it? Finding your power in the projection, of another person's projected wounds. I gotta double check. I'll put the link to that video in there, to that video here. And I will also link it at the end of this one. That's the one that I will put. Because I got an anonymous hate letter. Of course, I know who it was from. I have such a short list of people like that there's only one person on that. And yeah, I mean, could I be mistaken? It's possible. In the realm of possibility, all things are possible. But it's just as plausible that, yeah, it is exactly who I'm knowing it was. Whew. Someone who, again, isn't being intentional about their own healing journey and taking responsibility for their role in their experience, that instead chooses to project onto someone else, to blame someone else for their current state. Can't take that shit into 5D, baby. It is all about you taking responsibility for you, being intentional about your experience here. Because I assure you, dear goddess, if you actually take some time for yourself, especially with this new year here upon us, really reflect. Look at your life, your experience right now. What are things happening that you really wish were not, that you're really annoyed with? And then look at the story that you're telling about them and go, oh, because I bet you dollars to donuts, girlfriend, that you are telling the exact story as it's playing out. So, I mean, I'm just going to make a suggestion here. What if you just kind of play around and go, what happens if I just decide, fuck it, I'm going to tell a different story? And now listen, there's going to be that momentum, but give it 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks. Right now, we got rapid manifestation popping off. Ever since last year hit, 2020, we got some, I barely say something, and boom, within usually 72 hours maximum, that experience is happening. It's really both mind-blowing and mind-expanding. It's just so, wow, this is so awesome. It can feel disempowering. But I choose to view it as, oh my God, I'm that fucking powerful. Oh, I better be intentional about what I'm creating, because I've been unintentionally creating and I don't like what's been being created in my life. And that's exactly what has happened. In order to get different, you have to do different. But in order to actually do different, you have to be different. You have to be intentional. You have to be love. You have to be optimistic. You have to be trusting. You have to be love. I think I already said that. But you gotta be in that energetic vibration of what you desire to experience. Because, dear goddess, in the realm of possibility, all things are possible. And the only aspect of ourselves that tells us anything is impossible is our ego. Our shadow self that says, nope, I don't know how that's going to happen. So we're just going to completely dismiss it. Just going to say, just like my twin flame. And I've done this too in my journey. And I mentioned this on my Sunday signs. Is that when we hit obstacle, it's literally that, oh, well, it can't happen at all. So I'm just going to sabotage the whole fucking thing so that it can't happen at all. When instead it's like, just not right now. Not everything's in alignment for it to be the best possible outcome for you. Don't you want the best? Because, dear goddess, you fucking deserve the best. You've just got to allow yourself to believe that, to see that, to know that about yourself. I'm still working through that. You don't just overcome core wounds like unworthiness overnight. And that is this self-love empowerment journey. It is a healing journey. This is why when I started my whole twin flames thing, which I never, when I started my TikTok channel, Healing Twin Flames, I never imagined that was going to be the channel that was going to go viral. No, I had created it for me to process through my journey, healing twin flames, because I knew that that's what this journey to union is. It's about healing all these wounds that push our twin away. All these things that do not align with union. All right? All these things that tell us, well, that's not possible. I don't know how that's going to happen. Dear Goddess, I say to you, do you not think for a moment that in manifesting the trip to meet my beloved twin flame in Goa, India, I didn't even own a passport before him. I had never been off the North American continent, okay, in my life, and I'm now 41, okay? Never been, no. That instead of allowing all of those fears, all of these obstacles that came to be along that journey that wanted to sabotage and keep me from this, I had some hella work to do on myself. But I fucking got there, Goddess. When you want something bad enough, when you allow yourself to believe that you can receive it, that all I've got to do is look within, figure out where I'm giving away my power in my experience, what bullshit story am I telling that's pushing away what I want, so that I can be the one to remove myself from blocking what I desire to flow in. All these beliefs that, oh, that's not possible, that's impossible. You know, I love that Audrey Hepburn quote. Even the word impossible says I'm possible. So when you start to doubt your experience, your connection, anything, really truly come into that moment and allow yourself to see the miracle that is you, that is your twin, that is your experience here. Actually go outside. And I know right now is not the best time to go look some flowers. I do live in the Phoenix Valley, so the desert. So we do have things around to actually view, but actually look around. In fact, go look if you live in a cold climate right now and all the trees are bare. Go look at them and ponder that. Remember when they were growing, lush, vibrant, and full. Yet months before that, they were exactly as they are now, barren and stripped, perceivably lifeless, looking as if there is no hope. Well, guess what? This is the cycle. Everything does happen in cycles. All things are possible. Just because it looks one way now doesn't mean it's not going to change. Look at those trees. Look at the snow-covered ground and know that beneath that snow, grass is waiting to come up again. All right? Just as everything goes in cycles, you will go through the dark times, but you bet your ass you're going to appreciate the light times even more. And that's what this is about. It's not about saying that you don't deserve what you want. It's not about saying that, oh, that's impossible. It's about saying, I know this is mine. I'm going to trust that this is mine. I know that in the realm of possibility, all things are possible, because even the earth has this beautiful, the evidence is all around us, has this beautiful cycle that teaches us that this too shall pass. And we move on to the next season, and the next season, and the next season. Your self-love empowerment journey is the same, dear Goddess. Hills and valleys, cycles. Cycles. So know that just because that tree appears barren and lacking, that in just a couple months it's going to be full and abundant. So see that now. See the tree in all its beauty, in all its wonderful cycles. And then feel that compassion. Allow yourself to soften in that moment. As you have been fighting so hard and holding on so tightly to what you want, that you're trying to control the outcome. That you're trying to actually control the seasons. You can't. Well, I say you can't, yet here I am in the realm of possibility. All things are possible, yet there are things that are beyond, far beyond our control. Things that just are. And that is what this journey of surrender is also about. It's learning to trust the process, to recognize that it is a journey, and that even though it may not be right now, even though right now you may not be able to go out and put your bare feet on that nice cool grass on a hot summer day, as you then lay beneath the tree, the shade of the tree, a gentle breeze blowing, caressing your skin as the leaves rustle. Oh, sounds like heaven to me. And I hear a creek. I hear a creek running too. I sure do love my creeks. Have compassion for yourself, Goddess. Because as you attempt to control your experience, don't you end up beating yourself up? Saying, oh, I did that wrong. Oh my God, if I would have done it. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Oh my gosh, if I would have just done it this way. Or, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? I'm never going to get what I want. I'm such a horrible person. Oh my God, I just made so many mistakes. That is sure shit not going to align you with what you want. But compassion is love energy. Love. Love. Abundance is an embodiment of love. An abundance of love. An abundance of blessings, period, in this world, because love in and of itself is truly that greatest blessing. Love is the path to joy, to enlightenment. But we've got to get out of our own way and really, truly, and see, that's definitely what I'm seeing as the theme this week, whereas Super Sign Sunday gave us the friendship card, reminding us that we must learn to be our own best friend. Otherwise, I'm sure you can see that you're most likely operating as your own worst enemy. It begins with that compassion, dear Goddess. It begins with forgiving yourself for not being perfect by the bullshit society's standards. Bullshit, BS, belief systems, believing that you need to look, think, act, be a certain way according to society. You need to fit into a box. You are not here to fit into a box. This is why I love my twin flame calling me baby. Because why? I think of Dirty Dancing when Patrick goes over and picks up, because I can't think of what his character's name right now. And it's not like I've not seen that movie a gazillion freaking times. But we're the very end, the grand finale, because everybody knows the end of that movie. I mean, if you don't, then wow, you need to catch up. No, just playing. But it really is when he comes up and he's like, nobody puts baby in a corner. And he takes her hand and takes her right out on stage. You've got to visualize that the universe that Patrick represents is symbolic of the universe saying, "Nuh-uh, sweetheart, you come out the dark. You come out of that corner. Stop putting your own self in a corner." Because nobody can put you in a corner unless you allow them to. You are here to shine your own light. And as you see that light in yourself, you in turn see it more in others as well. And it really begins with you being your own friend. Having compassion for yourself, having patience with yourself, being kind with yourself. Because any of that self-defeating behavior of I'm horrible, of course that's my luck, of course I screwed up, oh my God, I cannot believe I did that so wrong. Any of that is energy that is keeping at bay, that is repelling, that is blocking what you desire from flowing into your experience. Get the fuck out of your own way, goddess. And like I've mentioned, that awareness card from Super Science Sunday, really become aware so that you can really, truly begin to be living intentionally. That is this new earth we are creating, where we no longer function robotically, which is really what they are seeking to lead humanity down. This artificial intelligence, this, altering our DNA, really bringing down the species. No. It is time for you. It is time for you to begin to be aware of how you are being in every moment of your everyday. And then choose to be intentional and to have compassion and offer forgiveness for yourself when you have a challenge, when you, quote, make a mistake. Mistakes are stepping stones to success. You cannot learn if you do not make mistakes. You can't. You can't. Period. Period. Oh my goodness, look. Even I was saying, patience, have patience with yourself. Dear Goddess, this is a perpetual going and growing journey. With our twins, especially, you have traversed through countless dimensions, countless lifetimes with your twin. Perhaps one of you incarnated, the other one not. I do specifically recall when I was going through my really hard time, when I was first suicidal for the first time in my life, when I was 11 and 12 years old. I remember so vividly that I was talking to someone. I would sit there and stay up late nearly every night. It was the only time that I ever could have any peace to myself. I shared a room with a toddler. And that was an adventure, to say the least. And I'm a prepubescent teenager. Oh, good times, I tell you. But it didn't hit me until meditation over this last, six months, that I was talking to my twin, who was telling me to hold on, baby, I'm coming. You got this. Just keep going. Just keep going. And he gets here and, well, we kind of, hello ego, hello 3D nonsense, standing in our way, sabotaging, the forgetting, the choosing to forget who and what we are. Woo! Jump, jump, jump. Who and what we are. Right? And that is this journey of awakening. You are awakening to remembering who and what you truly are, and that power that you, truly possess. Holy moly mackerel. Oh, wow. So oh, that's stuck there. Wow, we now have 6 cards here. So let's get through this before my phone cuts me off. 5 minutes. Sisterhood of the Rose. Priestess, mystic, teacher, dear goddess. You are so powerful. You are here to lead by example. You're here to be that change through learning to love yourself. As you truly learn to love yourself, you rise into your power more and more. You allow yourself to see the beauty in yourself. You become more devoted to yourself because you recognize the power that you do have and that you are responsible for that power within yourself and what you bring to this experience, because you are birthing a new age, a new earth. And if you are not being conscious, being intentional about what you're creating, then we're going to keep creating what was. And what was is crumbling. We are birthing the new age, the age of Aquarius. It's official. We are in it. So recognize the power inside you and really begin. I mean, look, this whole thing is about this. I love when the theme just rolls. And this is about that new year, new vision, that 5D new earth vision. What is your contribution to this experience, goddess? Have fun. I'm sure you can agree that for the majority of us, we've spent, like I've already mentioned, the shadow work, the soul work, the mission work. It's what I was talking about in my Super Sign Sunday. No. Have fun. Because guess what? This is a journey. Everything is temporary. And when you take things super serious, guess what? That is you coming from that space of control. That is you seeking to place your power where it is not. That is you seeking to control something that you have no control over. The only place, space, and time you can ever find your power and that you have control over is yourself. And as you awaken to your true power, dear goddess, again, awakening to remembering who and what you truly are, you will remember, and you are remembering more and more and more, that you have been training for this life, this here, right now, this great awakening, this human consciousness shift that is underway. Literally, humanity is graduating from 3D to 5D. And you, dear goddess, have been preparing for this for lifetimes. My fellow twin flame travelers, you bet your asses. I really strongly believe, because I know it to be true for myself, that I already graduated from this life. Yeah, I mean, I already graduated from this school, the School of Human University. I had already lived countless lifetimes here. And when Earth sent out that call for help, I was like, oh, put me in, coach. I want to go. I want to be part of this amazing, incredible, awesome, once in a journey of a realm experience here. Because how often does humanity ascend? Right? How often are we actually actively participating in the evolution of humanity? And that's where we are right now, is in massive evolution, because we have been being held back. And so now we've got to have this massive evolutionary jump. And that's what this waking up is about, is going, whoa, I was taught that I didn't have this power, yet I actually do. Now I remember I am a being of light and love. And I can harness my energy, can control my point of attraction, my state of being, which in turn allows me to then impact and influence my experience here. Holy crap! Which empowers me to create for myself the kind of experience that I desire to have. Instead of being the victim of something, which is why it is so important that you be checking in with yourself, dear goddess, because you are that catalyst. You are the catalyst in your experience here. My favorite question that I've been using on my self-love empowerment journey is this: What is the most loving thing that I can do for myself in this moment? Because it is about being in this moment right now. I know for me, I'm about to run me a bath and probably take a nap in the bath for 2, 3, 4 hours. Sure, why not? Right? And remember, as you love yourself more, dear goddess, you then expand your capacity for love with your twin, and in turn, expand that love into the collective. And that is what twin flames are about, is to be love, to amplify love. And they've said that the greatest love that there is a mother's love. Well, I didn't quite have that same experience myself, but I see a lot of moms who embody that. You, dear goddess, may not have had a mother who truly showed affection, that she loved you, may have even told you were a mistake, an embarrassment. You get to mother yourself the way you always wanted to be mothered. You don't need someone outside of you to do that. You can do that by filling up your well. You see, dear goddess, true love can only begin within, from where it expands outward to envelop, encompass, and embrace those around us. And so that means that to truly be love in this world, to truly have that loving impact, you have got to fill your cup so full that it overflows into those around you. I mean, how are you truly helping someone else if you're not helping yourself? This is why we continue to kind of stay down, is because we go with a quarter tank of gas and we think we're going to drive across the country on that little bitty quarter tank of gas. Yeah, no, not if you're driving up through Flagstaff. Those mountains require a lot of gas to get up. That is, again, this going and growing self-love empowerment journey. Hills and valleys. Hills and valleys. That said, dear goddess, this is your reading for Twin Flame Tuesday. Remember, the only way to come into union with your twin is to come home to union within. Thank you, dear goddess. I will see you for Thankful to Thrive Thursday's reading this week. That said, remember, you are creating your experience. You are the catalyst. It's time you rise into your power. And I'm here to support you in that. Book your own intuitive clarity session at empowermentexperiences.com/ICS. I will put that link down below in the description. I'll see you on Thursday there, dear goddess. Go create amazing. The power is and always has been in your hands, because it has always been inside you. Namaste.